I remember having a job in Unicor, and one of our homeboys, Mike D, he was trying to explain to me that my 35-year sentence was rough, but it wasn't, he say people here, man, they got a lot of time. And he said, see that man over there? And he pointed over there to you. He said, that man got 6 life sentences. When he said, see that man over there, my eyes went to where he was pointing at. And then he said, that man got 6 life sentences. And when he said that, you looked at me, and I looked at him and like, man, hey man, what you trying to do? Get me killed? And then man got 6 life sentences. I don't know how he feel about that. So that's the first time I saw you. And I want to revisit that question, but first I want to ask you, how much time did you do in the Feds?
24 years.
24 years. Since you've been out, I don't know if you feel the same way, but there are some things that I've seen in prison. There are some things that I can't get out of my mind. There are some traumas, some pain, some loneliness, some darkness, some dark times that I experienced when I was in prison. And it seems like in my mind that we could just cut it off and those things visit me. How have you been dealing with society mentally after going through some of the things that we've been through, being in hell for a long period of time?
Well, first, I want to say that our situation was a blessed situation because we had the kind of support that's needed to stay grounded and founded in those kind of situations. So even though, and I tell people this, prison took a part of me mentally. It just didn't take a big noticeable part of me, because you have people that wasn't blessed with the situation, that wasn't blessed like I was blessed. And prison has really, conquered their minds. So in my situation, I was always able to stay positive. I stayed reading. I stayed founded within my religion. So there are things that I know is affecting me with my experience, but I'm just blessed that it hasn't interfered with my mental capacity like it has done a lot of other brothers. If that's answering, or should I?
No, it does answer, but I want to touch, if you don't mind, I want to touch on a deep effect. Even it might not, if other people might not feel it, but and probably I know, how did that affect you? How did it hurt deeply? What did it do to you deeply in here?
I'm gonna tell you an experience that happened to me when I first came home. I was laying in bed. I was in the bed by myself, and I heard something in the living room, like something like was like a window was breaking or something. Just something fell. So when I heard it, I jumped up, and the first thing I did, I reached over to my dresser, and I grabbed my knife, and I went running into the living room, ready to go. Well, just what happened was just my blind fell. So, and I was explaining to my aunt one time, because she was like, man, you ain't in prison no more, blah, blah, blah. I said, so I had to explain, I explained to her, I said, I want you to understand something. When I went to prison, I was 19 years old. I did 24 years in prison. So my mentality is more of a prison mentality than it is a free world mentality. So you can't ask me to stop acting like that, stop thinking like that, because that environment, that's what molded me. That's what molded me.